Coming at you live, this is SUDAcast 51.7 FM, the podcast where we talk and discuss obscure video games that not many people know about, especially games made by small Japanese company Grasshopper Manufacture. This is Deep, and today I'm joined by fellow from our Grasshopper Manufacture community on Steam, Waru. Hello there. Alright, shall we begin? So, the first topic we're gonna discuss today is Flowers and Rain, second game from Grasshopper Manufacture, and the reasons why we love this game so much.
Well, for me, I found Flowers and Rain when I started searching more about SUDA, because I just finished No More Heroes on the Wii, and I wanted to play something from him, but I didn't know what. And I haven't liked Killer 7 the first time I played it, so I downloaded Flowers and Rain illegally, sorry, and played it on the DS, and I loved it. I mean, I played like 3 days on a row.
No way.
Yeah, whenever I was free, I just turned on my DS and started playing. It was very addicting. What about you?
I don't remember when exactly I started playing Flowers and Rain, but just same as you, I was trying to get my hands on some new Grasshopper games, so I decided to buy DS. There were two games on DS, it's Contact and Flowers and Rain, but Contact is more like an RPG style game, not in theme with kill the life, kill the past of previous SUDA games. Yeah.
As far as I know, Contact didn't have that much involvement from SUDA himself.
Yeah, he was a producer or something.
Yeah, I haven't played Contact yet, but I would love to.
I tried, but it's so boring for me.
Really? Why?
I don't know, I'm just the story seems to be pretty simple. You just a guy is searching for crystals or something to help the doctor fix the ship, but gameplay is so boring for me. I'm not into big JRPGs, so I stick with Flowers and Rain.
I found Contact very cute because it reminded me of Earthbound, and I really liked Earthbound.
Well, yeah, it's totally in theme with Earthbound. Okay, back to the flowers.
Yeah. Back to Flowers and Rain. What were your first impressions of the game?
I vividly remember when I trying to search for the early SUDA games on the web, on the internet. I found this trailer on the YouTube or somewhere. This game with choppy graphics, 0 pixels and no gameplay whatsoever. I thought, what the hell? How can I gonna play this game? It's total madness. There is nothing. Then I decided okay, I will do this. I can. I popped up the cartridge inside the DS. I started the game. Well, first time I didn't know what to think about it because it was so different. I'm used to kinda play adventure games, quest when you go around as a character searching stuff, helping people out. But Flowers and Rain stick with me because I don't know, just the feel of the game. Characters are so believable and you wanna go in the bar and speak with them. I don't know. Lost Pass Island is also such a great place. If it were real, I know it's artificial. Even in the game it's artificial, but if it were real, I would totally like to visit that place someday.
Me too. I would love to visit Lost Pass Island.
I mean, Power Beach and hotel, it's awesome.
Have you ever imagined if a replica of the Flowers and Rain hotel was built in real life in a desert island? I thought a lot.
You mean Star-shaped hotel?
Yeah, but exactly like the game. The rooms, the same thing over and over. I thought a lot about this because I thought about studying architecture for some quite some time.
No way.
Yes, and my biggest goal was to, if I would study it, which I didn't start it, to build houses and places that are identical to places in video games because I'm fascinated by their architecture.
Well, totally, there is a lot of great buildings inside our games that probably not gonna be built anytime soon, but who knows?
Yeah,
It would be great to have such place to visit.
yeah. We would need to find a desert island for the first thing. As I was saying, yeah, it would be awesome to have a real Florence and Rain hotel and stuff.
With Edo as a manager.
Yeah, we would have to find a person that looked exactly like him.
You mean Sting? Sting?
Sting?
Yeah.
He's too old, isn't he?
No, well, I mean, like his young brother or something.
I don't know. I can't think of any actors or singers that look like him.
Well, this is funny because, you know, like Edo represents some kind of pop culture person. For example, Sting. Sumio, the main character, represents to me as Ian Curtis.
Ian Curtis?
Yeah, the vocalist of Joy Division, because he's just look alike.
Oh, I never thought of it.
Because, you know, SUDA
cool.
is into punk music and a lot of into post-punk.
I know he's a great fan of Joy Division and New Order.
Yeah, and I think this is how he edited the Iron into the game. Maybe I'm just imagining things, but this is how I feel.
Well, I don't know. I particularly don't remember anyone who looks like Edo. But yeah, since you said, I basically think Sumio is actually Ian Curtis right now. So, changing a bit of the topic, my experience when I first played it, I found it so weird because it was very polygonal and kind of messy. I had a very hard time finding the truck which you were supposed to talk to that guy, the fat guy I forgot.
You mean in the beginning?
Yeah, I had such a hard time. I swear I spent 10 minutes trying to find the truck.
No way, it's so obvious.
But it was the camera angle that was very weird. And
yeah.
But when I figured that out, I was literally so into the game. I was so amused by the soundtrack and how the characters behaved and all the dialogues, and I thought it was, I found myself laughing at every 5 minutes or so because everyone is so hilarious.
Yeah, totally.
Everything that happens in the game is so hilarious, but things start to get kind of sad and serious when you reach the Capture Claire de Lune, when Sundance Shot first appears. And then the story really starts, but it's from the middle to the end of the game, unfortunately. Before that, you just have to act like an idiot and do everything people ask you to do.
Well, because Sumio is an idiot.
I really like him. I identify a lot.
Well, he's kinda a nice guy.
I identify a lot with him.
He seems like a nice guy to hang out with, but remember when he stole the bike of the mailman?
That was the best part of the game.
I don't know, I just laugh my ass off on this. And it's like, in the game it's like, it's not very obvious because all you do is running around, but when cutscene cuts to the Mondo riding away, like, what the hell?
It was really fun, the bike part. and it's not a bike, it's a bicycle.
Oh yes.
Then actually it's the contrary. It's a bike, not a bicycle. If you've played,
Yeah.
if anyone who's hearing this podcast who played the game will get what I am talking about. Sumio is kind of a lame guy,
Yeah.
but he's nice.
But the way he feels, the way he like acts in front of other people, maybe he wants to help.
He definitely wants to help, but he's too naive,
Yeah.
you know. That's part of the charm of the character. That's part of the fun in the game.
Yeah.
If it wasn't like that, it wouldn't be fun.
Yeah, because you believe in character, you try to like think like he would think and do things right, but sometimes other characters don't think that will work. It's funny in a way. Alright, should we go to our next topic about once again Flower, Sun and Rain and its connections to the silver case?
I don't think we've talked enough about Flower, Sun and Rain, but I guess you're trying to make this kind of spoiler free, so yes, let's go to the next topic.
Maybe it's not gonna be spoiler free, you know.
Yeah, since I mentioned Sun is Shot.
No, I mean even spoilers from silver case. In Flower, Sun and Rain there is quite a few characters from the first game, but you can't really talk about them since some of them related to the next game, like 25th Ward, and some of them, well, how should I put it, not gonna be in Flower, Sun and Rain for some reasons.
Well, I haven't finished the silver case yet, as you know, but
Yeah.
I'll do my best to finish it as soon as possible so we can record another episode talking about that game in specific.
Absolutely.
I have a theory that Flower, Sun and Rain was just a dream in Sumio Kodai's head.
While he was in prison, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was all just a dream. The Flower, Sun and Rain ending, like, where's my money, dude? It was like when he woke up.
Yeah. Maybe it doesn't really count as a sequel, it's like SUDA sequel, not totally second game, but somewhere in between, like a spin-off, but
Yeah,
something else.
it's more like a spin-off. But I think playing the silver case is kind of essential if you want to play Flower, Sun and Rain and understand anything that's happening, because it has a lot of connections.
Yeah.
And
And also play Moonlight Syndrome
yeah,
to be totally sure of everything that happens in the game. It's like going back every time.
I find it so confusing that they decided to release Flower, Sun and Rain in English and not Silver Case first, because many people that played the game thought it was horrible. Said that the story made no sense at all, and
Yes.
they bashed the game basically, and I don't think that's right. I think SUDA shouldn't have cancelled the Silver Case port for the DS, but we got a better version on Steam PC. Everyone can play it.
Yeah.
Everyone can buy it.
On PS4 too.
Yeah, so I think it was for the best, but it kind of ruined Flower, Sun and Rain's reputation.
Well, it was kind of strange decision to release Flower, Sun and Rain first, not like remake 25th Ward or even the Silver Case instead.
Yeah.
I remember he saying on the interview something like he wanted to make Silver Case more up to the modern standards, so
Yeah.
modern gamers would easily approach the game.
I remember that too. about Force and Rain receiving negative reviews because people didn't like the story. But for people who were really interested about it, they searched a lot on that forum, which is the Killer 7 Syndicate, I think.
Yeah, Paradise Hotel 51.
Yes, Paradise Hotel.
This is like the main place for the most of international Grasshopper fans
Yes,
to visit.
it has a lot of information. I've been a lurker there for so many times. I've read so many spoilers for the Silver Case, but I don't think that will ruin my game experience. Actually, it will just expand my comprehension of the game.
Yeah, like when you read spoilers, you don't really know the story, the whole story. But when you play the game, you will get the whole picture.
Yeah, and if you read in the theories of other people when you finish the game, it's better for you because you understand what's happening. You kind of have another point of view. You don't just end up clueless about the game. I think that forum, it was the best thing that happened after I finished Flowers and Rain for the first time. That I soon discovered that the Silver Case was going to be translated by a guy named CJ Iwakura. And I was so hyped. I was so hyped for that. And I followed his blog for several months. But then came the surprise that actually the Silver Case was going to get an official English release, and I was like, what the hell?
It was a total shock.
Yeah.
People were going crazy. I mean, like, when are we gonna get like something crazy like this, like a remake of a game that's 17 years old? Who the hell cares?
I do care a lot.
Well, you want human here, but I mean, like on a global scale of things, it's a niche project.
Yeah, very niche. And the guy tried to extract the text from the game and try to start translating it. Then SUDA just decided to release an English official port for Steam, a remake, and that was totally unbelievable for me. I was so hyped. I bought the game as soon as it launched on Steam.
Yeah, I also bought it as soon as it gets, and bought for a few friends as well. And also I pre-ordered the limited box PC edition, which cost me like a fortune.
I unfortunately couldn't buy the deluxe physical edition because I have several money issues. But
well, this is understandable.
But I bought the Steam deluxe version as soon as it came out, and my PC was broken at that time, and I was playing at my grandmother's PC, which is totally crap. The game, the cinematics took so long to load, and I was so excited. Even though the game ran like crap on her PC, but I tried my best to follow the story, and as soon as I could buy new parts for my PC, I started playing it again, and I've reached that point where Kamui is in the closet crying, and that honestly touched my heart.
Well,
I felt bad for him.
Well, this is, I mean, where it is. It's the end of the first chapter, I believe, Decoyman.
I don't remember.
As soon as they found out him being captured by his girlfriend, or whoever she is.
Yeah, I felt very sad for him. They put all the blame on him, and then they discovered it wasn't him at all.
Yeah.
But that happens frequently with villains for me. I feel pity for villains in many games.
Well, not every game is written by grasshoppers, you know.
Yeah.
So
that has a very unique style to write stories, and I think he kind of recycled the whole concept of larceny, of wandering around, walking a lot. At the end of No More Heroes 1, when Travis got his Speltiger stolen, you have to walk a lot in that part of game.
Yeah, that was a total trickery.
Yeah, I think that was great actually. At that point I haven't even heard of Florence and the Rain, but I already thought that the idea of you having to make the effort to walk to a certain point for several minutes to reach something important, I thought this concept was very cool. So since the beginning, that was the main thing that hooked me to Flowers and Rain.
Well, this is totally like real life. You can't have your bike or motorcycle ready every now and then. So it was kinda funny and shocking at the same time, because like developer was trolling you totally, because you used to ride your Speltiger and then like poof, you don't have it.
Yeah, I was so sad that the in the second No More Hero games they totally cut off the open world.
Well, a lot of people didn't like it in the first game, so they decided to just have like a map with shops to visit and jobs to go.
Yeah, the map wasn't really bad, but I think it was great to explore the city. Send and destroy, right?
Yeah, and also I know a little fact about the development of the first game. Like when they were testing out the things, like fixing bugs and stuff, in the first beta, I believe, you could kill people on streets with your motorcycle.
I remember that.
You could run them over and blood will be going all over the place, but they cut it off, so you can't kill anybody in the first game. I mean, this is crazy. Like for instance, like Travis going around on missions is like acceptable because enemies have weapons and they're going to kill you if you would still around. But like innocent people on the streets, it's like it's madness.
Well,
he is a nutcase for sure, but having that opportunity would totally make him like a psychopath.
Well, I don't know. If they let you kill people on the street, and people actually don't really do anything in that game.
Well, they just part of the background.
Yeah, just like GTA. But in GTA you're able to kill people and be followed by the police, but this wouldn't make sense in No More Heroes since Travis is already an assassin and apparently there's no police at all.
Yeah.
And one thing I wanted to add, I think SUDA, he was still thinking about Flowers and Rain when he made that game.
Well, absolutely, yeah, because it's so much resemblance of the Flowers and Rain.
Yeah, you walk a lot, you have to search for a lot of love cuff balls for upgrading your wrestling attacks.
Katana, yeah.
Katana too. And it's repetitive. The No More Heroes is a very repetitive game. All you have to do is go to a place, kill a person, go to another place, kill another person, and
get money and so on. Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically the same formula.
Well, you can put it like every game is the same thing. Like you level up, you kill monsters, you level up, and so on. But I get what you mean, because like in Grasshopper games, it's like a totally different feel.
Yeah, Grasshopper games are totally different from other games with that formula, because SUDA, I think he likes to do it simplistically. All of his games that I've played were very, very simple. Killer 7, for example, is a very simple game. It's a rail shooter. You don't have to do much You just have to follow stuff and follow strategies.
Well, from time to time you have to solve some riddles.
Yeah, but it's not that great of a deal. It just gets hard when you enter the Killer 8 mode.
Well, not a lot of people made throughout the first level. I mean, story kinda convoluted for once, and also with visuals and all that. How crazy game is, we all know. Not a lot of
All of Grasshopper games are crazy.
yeah, but not a lot of people can get to that level of comprehension to even be able to understand what's going on.
I particularly haven't understood Killer 7 very well.
Well, it's a political thing.
Yeah, but I think it's a topic for another episode, right?
Absolutely.
Let's go to the third topic, which is Flarson and Rain ported to Steam.
Is it gonna be?
Maybe. If it is happening, I think SUDA should just port the PS2 version to Steam and add the Lost and Found puzzles to it, basically.
And some unlockable costumes, from DS version.
Yeah, it's basically that. And it would be great if he added in some new content too.
Like new puzzles, maybe.
Lost and Found puzzles are already so crazy. I got 100% of the game done. I had so many difficulties doing that.
They so cryptic, they just don't tell you what to do at all. You gotta figure out.
Yeah, I
by
remember
yourself.
a puzzle on the DS version which had to do with poker cards, and I didn't know anything about poker or card games at all. And I even asked my mom, and she got it, so I could solve the puzzle. I mean, what the hell?
Yeah, you need to know a lot before getting into Grasshopper game.
It's not for everyone. Definitely not for everyone. And if it's ported to Steam, I think they should upscale the PS2 version, because the PS2 version itself is already very, very beautiful to me.
It's pretty good looking, even today.
Many people say that it's ugly, but for a low budget game to look like that and have a deep story like that, I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, come on, yeah, but for a PC port and maybe future PS4 port of the Flowers and Rain, I think this is just like with Silver Case, just update textures, make it 16 by 9 HD 4K, I don't know, and make UI look better.
Yeah, it would be good. Since he doesn't remove the essence from the game, which is the original game looking like a comic book, for me, everything he chooses to do is fine.
Yeah, but there is no announcement, no nothing yet. We just assuming what it's gonna be.
Yeah, we're just assuming. I opened an article about SUDA, he was interviewed on October 2017, and someone asked him this question: does the Silver Case remake make you kind of optimistic about remaking any other old Grasshopper games like Flowers and Rain or Killer 7? How likely are they, and how much of a priority would that be? And SUDA replied, so for Flowers and Rain specifically, there was a remake that's out there, but maybe in the future I'd like to see it come out to Steam or something like that. That would be really cool. I'm assuming that he plans to port the PS2 version with the DS upgrades to it to Steam, and the minimal graphic changes like maybe more animation, more character animation.
Well, you also need to understand that DS port was made by different company, not Grasshopper.
Yes, who would have to make contact to Exceed publish the game, right?
Yeah, hopefully we will get Flowers and Rain in HD. That would be neat.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I really, really hope so. There's just one thing that makes me sad.
What is it?
The Lost and Found puzzles weren't actually made by SUDA. It was someone at Marvelous who invented that crap. It was so difficult.
Yeah.
I hope that same person who did those puzzles reunite with SUDA and do more puzzles for a future Steam version. It would be very cool.
Well, there is already like 50 puzzles of Lost and Found.
Yeah, but
You wanna another 50
but
or
the
what?
game is so yeah. I mean, the game is so short. The PS2 version is so short.
Yeah.
So it would be great to have more content on a Steam version, more achievements.
Yeah, like run 10,000 miles twice.
Twice. No. That would be crazy. But about the puzzles, I think more puzzles would be great, but not those kind of cryptic puzzles where you don't know shit.
Yeah.
But you just enter random numbers until you get an answer.
Alright, this was our first SUDAcast 51.7 FM podcast where we discuss some games made by Grasshopper Manufacture.
I hope you've liked it. Sorry for any spelling mistakes I made because I'm not actually English. I don't speak English natively, but I tried my best here. So that's it.
Well, thank you for today and I hope to see you next time.
Thank you.
In the name of the hammer.
SUDAcast 51.7 FM.